Hi, very good evening to all. I hope all are good. My name is Bhavana and our subject is BOM, that is Business Organization and Management. This is for the BCom students for first year in first semester for both general and computer students. In the yesterday topic, we discussed what are the conflicts between line and staff organization. I hope you understand this lecture. If you have any doubt till up to now, please you can ask me. And today topic is what is the functional organization, and also we are discussing what are the features of the functional organization, what are the merits and demerits of the functional organization. Let's see here. Functional organization. Functional organization has been divided to put the specialization in top position to the enterprise. Functional means in organization in which the functional organization is very useful means suppose in our organization there are different types of employees. So first we have to analyze which employee, we have to analyze the capabilities of employees, and also we have to divide it based on their specialization and based on their qualification, etc. Further, this functional organization is very helpful. Functional organization has been divided. It is used for dividing to put the specialist in top position to the enterprise, means those who are specialized people. So we have to put these people in this top position. Functional departments are created to deal with the problems of business at various levels. These departments are created. These are created for solving the problems, means in every business organization there is a problem. So for solving these problems we created these functional departments. Functional departments is nothing but that different types of departments, we can say it is in functional departments. A production department, either it is a finance department, accounting department, marketing department, HR department, etc. Like this we can divide it different departments based on their function. These are very helpful for taking decisions. Functional authority remains contained to the functional guidance to different departments, means this functional authority, those who are the people in this authority, they can give guidance and they can give support to the other functional department people. This helps in maintaining quality and uniformity of performance of different functions throughout the enterprise. We know that there are different functional departments, so each and every department has to work equal and has to perform their duties equally, means every duty in this organization should be equal and they have to perform uniformity. So for that, this helps in maintaining the quality and uniformity of performance, means these authority of people, those who are in the functional authority of people, these people helps and these people check each and every department should work in clear way and each and every department should be in equal. The concept of functional organization was suggested by the F.W. Tyler, who recommended the appointment of specialized of important positions. Means this concept was suggested by the F.W. Tyler. Who is the F.W. Tyler? Frederick William Tyler. He is the father of the principles of scientific management. Already in previous classes we discussed. So these functional organization concept, it was suggested by the F.W. Tyler. For what reason? Based on we have to divide it into different functions and we have to identify the specialized people and we have to put these specialized people in the top. This is the benefits of this functional organization. Let's see here. Functional organization has been divided into put the specialist in top position to the enterprise. The main use is you have to put the specialized people in the top. Next, functional departments are created to deal with the problems of business at various levels. These functional departments are helpful for solving the problems at various different departmental levels, at various business levels, means there are different levels, means in top level, middle level and lower level people. For every level also these functional department helps for solving their problems. Next, functional authority remains contained the functional guidance to different departments, means the functional authority, this functional authority remains conformed to functional guidance, means they are providing some guidance to different departments. Already we know that there are different departments in our organization. Based on our organization structure, there are different departments. So every department, these people give some guidance for performing their duties. Next, this helps in maintaining quality and uniformity of performance. These help in making quantity and uniformity of performance of different functions throughout the enterprise. Entire the enterprise, they provide the different duties and their functions. The concept of functional organization was suggested by the F.W. Tyler, who recommended the appointment of specialized of important positions. Means though some positions is very important, like departmental head is very important position, like that there is a general manager and board of directors. These are very important positions. So for dividing these positions, F.W. Tyler, Frederick William Tyler, he is the father of the principles of scientific management. He suggested this functional organization. This is about the introduction of the functional organization. Example, see here. Functional head and marketing director directs the subordinates throughout the organization in this particular area. Means those who are functional head, means in this marketing department there is a functional head and marketing director, and there is one person who is a director, directs the subordinates throughout the organization in a particular area. Means they directly give suggestions to their subordinates. Means those who are working in their area, they give some directions based on their work. This means the subordinates receives orders from several specialist managers working above them. Means these employees receive orders based on several specialists. Here there are two persons they are mentioning. One is departmental head and another is marketing director. These two people are guiding the employees based on their work. So these employees receives orders according their superiors based on their work. This is about the functional organization. Next, what are the features of the functional organization? The entire organization activities are divided into specific functions such as operations, finance, marketing and personal relations. Already we discussed in every business organization there are different types of departments. Each organizational activities are divided into specific functions. Means we have divided specific departments. They are financing department, operations means production department, marketing department, personal relationships HR department. In personal they recruit the people. They select the people who are, they select the employees are people who are, means suppose if we selected one person, so we have to select based on their qualification and the person is fit for the job or not. We can say personnel is a HR department. Means in every business organization there are various different departments. Next, complex form of administrative organization compared to the other two. Means complex when compared to the other, it is a very complex. Functional organization is very complex. Why you are saying it is very complex? Means based on the educational qualification we can divide their work. So complex form of administrative organization compared to the other two. When compared to the other two, planning and organizing, this functional organization is very complex. Next, their authorities exist line, staff and function. Authorities are exits from the line and staff function. Already we discussed what is the line function and what is the staff function. Line function is there is a structure. First board of director, next general manager, next departmental head, and next superiors, then next subordinates. So every person have to follow the rules given by the immediate supervisor. What is a staff function? Staff function is nothing but they are the specialized in this particular area. They only give solutions to their problems, but they have no authority according to the line authority. So these authorities exist line and staff function. Means in this functional organization also we have to consider the line and staff organization. Each functional area is put under the charge of functional specialist, and he got authority to give all decisions regarding the function, where the function is performed throughout the enterprise. Means here the fourth point is saying each functional area is put under the charge of functional specialist. Suppose there is a production department. In this production department there is one specialized person. We can say it is the head. We can say he is the head of the department. So he is only responsible. He got the authority to get all decisions regarding to the function, whereas the function is performed throughout the enterprise. Suppose there is a production department. In production department there is a own head. We can say he is a departmental head in production department. So he has every right to take the decision according to this production area, and he has to take decisions, and he has to give rules and regulations to his subordinates according to their work. So there is definitely one departmental head. The head has every right to take a decision according to this area. Next, principle of unity of command does not apply to such organizations as it present in line organization. Means principle of unity of command means unity of command is not. Principle of unity of command means the complete power is in one person, but it is not apply in the line organization. Means In every level there is a head, so here the unity of command principle is not applicable. These are all the features of the functional organization. What are the features? First, the entire organization activities are divided into operation, finance, marketing and personal relationships. It is in complex when compared to the other line and staff, and these authorities exists between the line and staff organization, and each functional area there is a one head. He is responsible for whatever happen in this organization up to till end. The person is all responsible and he has every right to take a decision. And next, principle of unity of command does not apply to such organization that is present in line organization. While it is in a line organization, here the unity of command means complete power in the one hand, so it is not applicable in this line organization. These are the features of the functional organization. I hope you understand this lecture. If you have any doubt till up to now, please let me know. I definitely clarify your doubts. Thank you so much.